Here we go. I remember being wheeled out of this hallway. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Georgie and I am the mama to the most amazingest 2-year-old boy, Isaiah, and I am currently in the process of having baby number 2. Tyler's over there making up his dad bed.
It's a struggle.
But it is 3:26 in the morning, so let me kind of just fill you guys in. We had the baby shower on Saturday, April 14th, and after the baby shower, everything was as normal. We got in the bed around 8 o'clock because we were just absolutely exhausted. I think everybody was asleep by like 9:30, and then I woke up at midnight and I thought I was possibly peeing on myself. I really wasn't sure what was going on. And so I woke Tyler up because I had Isaiah on my arm. And if you don't know, I've had like an ear ache / infection / deflated eardrum since March 12th. So I haven't been sleeping really good and I just couldn't move. So I asked Tyler, I was like, hey, I'm wet. And he's like, what do you mean you're wet? And he immediately looked and was like, your water broke, we gotta go. And jumped out of bed and literally just started packing and putting us in the car. We had plenty of time. It's funny to think about. But anyways, so I got to the hospital. I'm sorry, my mask keeps coming up. I feel like my face looks disgusting. But we got to the hospital and they got us checked in. They checked my dilation and my cervix, and I am 3 centimeters dilated, 50% effaced. So they said that my cervix is softening up nicely, and they were going to get with the doctor on call a little bit later. They said 4, but that's in half an hour. So I hope it's not 4. But to see if he wanted to give me Pitocin or wait. And y'all, I don't want to do the Pitocin. I am scared. I feel so good right now. I'm not having contractions. If I am, I'm not feeling them. And I'm so scared if I get that Pitocin that I'm going to be absolutely miserable. And my plan is to not have the epidural. And I keep telling people that that's my plan because this pregnancy is different than Isaiah. With Isaiah, I came to the hospital having terrible contractions, had contractions for hours. They finally broke my water after being in labor for like 10 or 11 hours, if not longer. I can't think straight right now. But the fact that I'm here and my water is already broken and I'm not in pain kind of scares me a little bit. So I feel like if I do the Pitocin, it's going to get bad, and it's going to get bad really quick, and I just don't know if I'm prepared for that. So anyways, that is the intro. That is where we're at. And I know for sure that I will not be able to film the like the delivery process. I did not film Isaiah's, but their phone policy is that you cannot record or have your cell phone out during the delivery process, which is fine. But I do want to check in with you guys as much as possible and keep you guys updated and hopefully do a labor and delivery vlog, because I didn't get to do that with Isaiah and I really regret it. But yeah, anyways, yeah, stay tuned. Hi guys, so I'm just back with another update. I feel like I look so bad. I feel like I look sick or just extremely tired, which I am, but I have also been getting some rest, so I'm happy about that. But yeah, so around 5 a.m. I got to talk to the doctor on call. I just spoke with him on the phone, and he wanted me to start Pitocin because I wasn't having any contractions, no pain, anything like that, and I really was just against it. So I told the nurse that I wanted to wait, and she was so kind. She was so accepting. She was like, absolutely. The doctors can be a little pushy sometimes, but there's no reason for us to think that you have an infection anywhere. There's no fever. You tested negative for like the strep B test, all that good stuff. So baby girl looks beautiful. If you want to wait, then you should wait. So that's what I decided to do. She said that she would check back in with me in about an hour. So at 6, she came in and said, you know, how are you feeling? I said, I am starting to feel a little bit of pain. And she nodded her head. She said that my contractions had started, and they're about 7 to 11 minutes apart at that time. So I was happy about that. They just kind of felt like mild cramps. And then now it is almost 7:30. It's 7:25, and I have a different set of nurses. It's Kaylee and Bailey, and I think that that's so cute because they're spelled the same, just one letter different. And I don't know, they were very sweet to me. But they said my contractions were about 6 minutes apart, and that the doctor that was on call is no longer on call. It's actually Dr. Gibson, who was my OB when I was pregnant with Isaiah. So I know her, and I feel very comfortable having her deliver baby girl. I think that she's super awesome. And yeah, so she will be here. Even though she's on call, she decided to go ahead and come in because she said that second baby usually comes a little bit quicker, so she felt more comfortable being here, which I think is just so awesome. Huge stress relief. I can't talk. I feel like, ugh. I feel like I have such a dry mouth. But anyways, she is on the way here, and when she gets here, she's going to check my cervix again. So we'll see how far along I am. Last time I was 3 centimeters dilated, so I'm hoping for 5, maybe. We'll see. But yeah, I'll be back with you guys shortly. Hey guys, I'm back with another update. It is April 15th. It is now almost 2:30 in the afternoon. And I just wanted to introduce you guys to our new little blessing. Miss Harper K. Brown has made her grand appearance. She weighed 6 pounds, 2 ounces, which is 5 ounces less than Isaiah did. And she is 19.5 inches long. And she was born just perfect. I'll talk a little bit more about my labor and delivery, my experience and kind of what happened later in the video. But I just wanted to do a quick check-in because that was a few hours ago, and I've had time to kind of get myself together and rest a little bit. And I didn't want it to get too late in the day before I updated you guys. But we are all doing good. We got Tyler over here, got Dad in the background. He's been keeping up with the family and sending everybody pictures and has just been my best friend through all of this. I just literally don't know what I would do without him. He has been my support in this sweet, precious little girl. I just think that that is Tyler's twin. I think she looks just like him, which is okay because I think Isaiah looks like me, but anyways, she's gonna eat here soon, and we'll be back later tonight with more. But I just wanted to say hi to you guys and let you know she's here.
baby of the family no more.
It's a girl. Isaac's little sister. Isaac's not there, baby, no. He's with his TT. Another TT, yeah, not your TT, yeah.
You're gonna meet that TT, Ellie, when you come down.
So perfect. Oh my gosh.
Look at a doll.
Literally, looks like a baby doll. Look at her eyelashes.
Long as heck.
Oh my god.
Hey guys, I am back with another update, and I'm just gonna apologize in advance because it has been a super long time since I recorded anything, but there's been a lot going on. Thankfully, everything is going super good and everything is good with baby girl. But today is Monday, April 17th. It is around 6:30 this evening, and I think the last time I talked to you guys was yesterday afternoon around 2:30. So I did just kind of want to film a little bit and tell you guys exactly how my labor and delivery went, because that was not recorded. And I think I mentioned it in one of the other videos that I wasn't able to film my labor and delivery on my phone, and in the rush of trying to get out of the house and everything, I wasn't able to grab a camera or anything like that. So I do not have that on footage, but I do want to tell you guys about it. So I think I left off with Dr. Gibson was coming in, and she was going to be the doctor that delivered baby girl, and I was happy about it. But before she got here, the doctor that was on call beforehand, it was a man doctor, and before he left, he came in to see me, and he checked my cervix, and I was still only 3 centimeters dilated, and he started in again with the Pitocin. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, he was extremely pushy about it. And I had Kaylee and Bailey there, and they both were kind of like nodding their heads that they thought Pitocin would be the right thing to do. And I'm not gonna say I was bullied into it, because Kaylee and Bailey were super sweet. Like, they were some of the nicest nurses I've had since we've been here. But I definitely was peer pressured into it. And I don't even know really why I was against it. I was just scared that if I got it, that my contractions were going to start coming super fast and they were going to be super strong, and I was going to want to get the epidural, which, as you guys know, I wanted to have another natural birth, as I did with my son, Isaiah. Well, I got the Pitocin. I got the lowest dosage that I could possibly get. It starts at 1, and then you can go up every half hour, I believe, or you can keep it the same, just depending on preference. And that was around 8 a.m. that I started that. And by, I would say probably 8:30, I was asking for an epidural. The contractions did get really bad. Everything that I thought was going to happen happened. And I think I was kind of already on my way to that, but it sped it up just very quickly. Like within half an hour to an hour, it just all started to feel very, very real. And the contractions went from being 7 to 11 minutes apart to being 2 to 3 minutes apart. And I looked at Tyler, I said, listen, I'm in so much pain. I think I should just get the epidural before it gets any worse. This pregnancy has been really hard on me. It's been hard physically, emotionally, mentally, and if I can just get any bit of relief in this moment, that's what I want to do. And Tyler was so supportive. He was like, it doesn't change who you are. It doesn't make you a bad mom. You have to do what's best for you. And I've always believed that no matter what your preference is, mom knows best. So I called the nurses station and I told them that I was wanting to do the epidural. They were like, okay, no problem. It's going to take us just a little bit to get everything set up and get the anesthesiologist up here to do that for you. So I was like, okay. And kind of just decided to wait it out. Well, the contractions continued to get worse, and they started to get worse very, very quickly. I don't remember exactly what time it was, but it got to the point where I told Tyler, like, hey, I'm starting to feel a lot of pressure down there. I think we should call the nurses station. So one of the nurses came in and she was talking to me, and I was in tears at this point. I said, do I have enough time to get the epidural, because I feel like my contractions are really close together? And she was like, yeah, you know, people get the epidural when their contractions are like this and they're already 8 centimeters dilated. We're still able to give it to them, so you shouldn't have any problems. And I was like, okay. And 2-3 contractions later, I asked the exact same question. I was like, hey, am I going to be able to do this? And she gave me the same answer. So I was like, okay, like, I don't know. And she left the room, and I told Tyler I was starting to get the urge that I needed to push. So he called her back. She came in immediately. I was actually the only person on the floor that was in labor. So she came right back in. She was like, okay, I'm just gonna check you really quick. Let's see. And when she checked me, I was 8 centimeters dilated. And a few contractions after that, I was like, hey, we need to call the doctor. I really feel like I need to push. So Dr. Gibson came in, she checked me, and she was like, hey, listen, let's go for it. Like, she's feeling the need to, we'll make it work. She's there. So I never did get the epidural. It wasn't even a thing that happened. They were able, one part of the story that I missed is they were able to give me pain medicine in my IV. I forget exactly what it was called, but they were able to give that to me almost right before I started pushing, because they were kind of worried about it. They thought it might make the baby sleepy. But by the book, I was only 8 centimeters dilated, and so they were allowed to, they were like, she's already in so much pain, let's not make it any worse. So when I say a natural birth, I don't mean completely natural, but to me, my definition is not getting the epidural, which I didn't. And I know some people feel differently about that, so I just wanted to clarify that. I did have drugs moments before having my birth, or the birth of my daughter. So anyways, yeah, I started pushing, and I don't even know, I think 3 or 4 contractions of pushing, she was here, and she was healthy and happy and just as perfect as can be. And that is what led up to my last video where I introduced her to you guys. And it has been really smooth sailing since then. Couple hours, maybe 1 or 2 hours after I was able to get up and I was able to use the restroom, walk around, I felt really good. I didn't have any tearing with her, which I did with Isaiah, and that was one of the most painfulest things I've ever endured. Y'all, I still have pregnancy brain. Don't judge me. But yeah, I didn't have any tears, and I was able to move around. I was able to eat everything like normal. My ear has been giving me a lot of trouble. I think I may have mentioned it. If I didn't, I do have a collapsed eardrum. So that has still been bothering me, and I need to go to the ENT as soon as we are discharged, which we were hoping that we were going to be discharged today. But because she was technically premature, she came at 36 weeks and 6 days, and here they consider full term 37 weeks. So because she technically did come early, they wanted to keep her an extra day just to monitor her, check her blood pressure, no, her blood sugar, right? Blood sugar? Yeah, blood sugar, and give her bath at her 24-hour mark. And then they were going to do the car seat test, but we're going to wait until later tonight. I think they said that they come around like 3 a.m. to do newborn tests and to check on everything. And they said that they would probably just do the test then. She has to sit in the car seat that will be taking her home in for, I think, an hour. And then they check all of her vitals and her oxygen to make sure that she's capable of doing that safely for the ride home. And as long as she passes that, we should be discharged tomorrow, Tuesday, April 18th. We should be discharged tomorrow morning. So we're really looking forward to that. I miss my son so much. Thankfully, he is with family. He is at TT's house with his other TT and all of his cousins. And I know that he's having a really good time and going to school. And I know that he's doing great, but I miss him so much. And I cannot wait for him to meet his little sister. And I do plan on vlogging that for you guys. So you can stay tuned for that. But I have rambled enough, and I'm going to wrap this up. And I will see you guys maybe later tonight, if not tomorrow.